week and see what happens.
But
I'll have special guests on since you're not here anymore.
But what makes me wonder, like, okay, for the new guy, like, is he going to have the rapport and the banter and the ability? Like, will he make fun of you appropriately?
Eventually, maybe, but
he
probably
better.
not.
I think that's going to be on my list.
But
it's like you have to be, have to be able to make fun of, like, as my crazy Aunt Donna said, you have to be able to give Meredith the business. That's the business. That's what she used to say. Is like, you're giving me the business. I'm like, and she was always say that all the time, and I'm like
being sassy.
What does that even mean?
Yeah,
Aunt Donna. Like, yes, but that was her phrase. So, like, it has to be somebody who will give Meredith the business.
Well, I was gonna say that I'm just so good at my job that it doesn't matter who sits over there. It's be good no matter what.
That's fair. Okay, that's fair. That's true. That's accurate.
But
I can't refute that in any way, shape, or form.
I'm giving you the business. The sassy pants. I don't know. Whatever. Welcome to lunch break, everybody.
We're gonna give you the business.
The business.
I don't even know where that comes from.
And you are laughing so hard because you can see it in your brain.
Oh.
And I can't see it. So I'm like, yeah, the business.
Well, and it was like we called her Crazy Aunt Donna, and I loved her to death. She was amazing. But she was kind of wacky and quirky. Like, and I remember this one.
So fun. I love it.
Well, so Carrie has a mean Uncle Jeff, and I have a crazy Aunt Donna.
Okay.
And like, I never called my Aunt Donna Crazy Aunt Donna to her face, but Carrie would call her Uncle Jeff mean Uncle Jeff to his face. And so when she was out in Phoenix, Elizabeth's like, "So you're mean Uncle Jeff?" He thought that was hysterical.
He did.
He loved it.
Okay.
Oh, and everybody else, his wife was cracking up laughing, and he thought it was the greatest.
Well, then is he actually mean?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, he 100%. Like,
so he owned it. That's why it was funny.
And he's got a twin. And he's this huge, like 6'5", big man, loud voice. He's a like chain smoker, so he's got that gravelly, like growly thing too. And his brother is literally identical. Like exactly the same.
I was hoping you would say like the opposite.
No. So I don't know what his brother's name is. I need to find that out. But like, it's hilarious. Like,
is he mean as well?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's
same personality, same like they could swap places.
Okay, so then why did Jeff get the name Mean Uncle Jeff, but his twin did not? I wonder.
That's a good question.
I need to find that out.
I need to find that out.
Why Jeff? Why did Jeff?
Inquiring minds want to know.
Yeah,
I want to.
Another thing that I want to know is what socks are you wearing?
I'm wearing Beethoven. Like, I don't know if you can see it. So I got to figure out how to do that.
There,
properly.
That's it. Exactly, just like that.
Is that the way? Okay,
yes.
I got to do the other leg. So yeah, it's Ludwig von Dave Beethoven. So that's a Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure reference.
Speaking of movies, I will admit, when you said that, I was like, musician or dog?
Oh yeah, no, totally musician.
Yeah.
So my kids went to the Museum of Musical Instruments.
Mm-hmm.
There's a musical instrument museum out in Phoenix that's supposed to be amazing.
Pretty sure you talked about that last week.
I did.
Ryan we're like, Ryan, look that up.
Yeah, so and they got me. They got me Beethoven socks there. So
was that Father's Day gift or just
that was part of it? Yeah.
See, I told you would get stuff for Father's Day. You said
stuff.
They're in Phoenix. They're not going to but they did.
I didn't say it like that. I didn't shrug.
100% he did, didn't he? He did. Okay. Anyway, also clothing related.
Merch?
Wearing my VBS shirt.
Oh yeah.
Yes, because we finished up VBS today.
Such an amazing week.
It's been great.
It was so great. So many kids. Geraldine is just a rock star.
1,000%.
I mean, like,
and then you put her and Maggie together to organize this.
It's unbelievable. So we are going to do a little something for them on Sunday.
Don't
tell her that. Like, I don't know. So just a little.
Going to be here.
I know you're not. So
I'll have to watch it online.
I say you watch online.
Will.
You see what happens with just a little like because the congregation needs to celebrate. Because how many kids do we have?
120, 130, something like that. I should know that exact number.
I said, when did you run registration?
No, I did not run registration. I was part of it. But that was my smiling face to greet people and say hello to everybody and good morning, because some of the kids are dragging in. Let's be honest.
Oh, some of the adults are dragging especially. In. Oh my gosh. Well, but it was so good.
It was
so much fun. They and I don't know how they did it, but they built this massive Lego guy.
They did
every day. Like, and I was sitting with the 5th grade boys on Wednesday, and they were like, "How are they going to do the arms?" Like they were really into, like really
Interesting.
like nervous about, okay, how are they going to do that? How's this going to happen? And
Because the first day was the legs.
right. And then they did the torso.
Right. With the heart.
And then they did the arms, and then the last day was the head.
Yep.
Like, and so like, I mean, they just built this
Yeah.
humongous Lego guy.
Oh, yeah.
Like I felt like Amanda and Samuel were like, they were coming out like having to climb ladders to put the progressive pieces up on the thing. And so it was awesome.
Yeah, it was. It's
Super
all
good.
those ladies. You know, I want to start naming names, but then I'm afraid I'll
You'll
miss
forget all
somebody.
kinds of, yeah,
But
yeah.
so many of the women in our church just,
Phenomenal.
yeah,
Just
didn't even have to be asked. Just
No.
wanted to be a part
just
of it.
stepped up, and well, and people got to see like a little bit of it on Sunday,
did.
but
They
not
did.
the final product.
Right.
And so we should.
But the countdown Sunday morning it's going to be a slideshow from
Oh,
VBS.
nice.
So,
That's awesome.
So get here and get your coffee and get in early so that you can see.
So
the
you can see the slideshow
Yeah.
because it's phenomenal.
Yeah,
It's so
Absolutely.
much. All my kids had a blast. Like, because all 4 of them were involved, either serving or participating, and they all
Yeah.
loved it.
and then the students. Pastor Josh did something with the students every day after VBS because there were so many of them.
Went to
that
the beach,
volunteered.
Eckworth Beach, right? Slip and slide kickball.
Slide
Did you
kickball.
do slip and slide
I
kickball?
did not, but I took pictures and I did first
Okay.
aid because there's a little bit of first aid. Let's be honest.
Well,
Just slip
he's
slide
like,
kickball.
Jay, you should come. And I'm like, bro, I will break stuff.
Yeah.
Like if I get out there,
Yeah.
and slip and slide.
Yeah.
And there was one. I was driving through the parking lot. I was going back to the office, and I saw Josh walking away. He did not look happy. Like I think he hurt himself. Like I don't know if he hurt himself or not, but it looked like he hurt himself because he was like, he had this like scowl.
I had to resist the urge to yell out to him, "Don't hurt yourself," multiple times because he would run and almost fall and step into the pool and come out of it because he was running so fast and then try to keep his foot in the pool so that the kids could tag him. And I really was trying not to be mama and be like, "Don't hurt yourself," because we're coworkers and that would be weird, but I wanted to do it, but I didn't. So
I'm gonna have to ask him if he hurt himself.
I mean,
Like,
I asked him, I was like, "You can't really," he was like, "Yeah, I did." It was, oof, okay.
I would have like
And he's
I would
really
have
hurting.
oh man,
Yeah.
nope, I'm not. I can't do that stuff
Yeah.
anymore. I used to could do that, but I can't do
No,
that.
not
Yeah,
that. So, but and then Monday the kids just hung out. We had pizza and we hung out.
Yeah.
And it was good. So we do all these things and then clean up today, and then ain't no tired like VBS tired. So
Yes.
we're gonna crash. We're gonna totally crash tomorrow.
Is that why you're going out of town?
I don't. Maybe no.
It's
It
like you're
worked
just
out
gonna
that way, but no,
It's like after VBS, I have to leave.
no. It just
vacation.
worked out that way. But it's a good tire. It is a job well done tired. You
Yes.
know, and
Yes.
those are good ones.
Well, you got to feel for
Those are
like
good ones.
Josh, Geraldine, Maggie, you, because it was youth camp, kids camp, VBS, like boom,
Yep,
boom, boom, back to back to
yep.
back.
Yep.
So
All good stuff. And
It's
then
good.
July's, we got some stuff going on here, but for the most part, it's a little bit more.
low
Low-key.
key. We'll start with one service Sunday on
One
July
service.
5th.
That's
So
right.
that'll be super fun. I love one service Sundays,
Yeah.
and we're gonna do some cool stuff on that day. So we got that, and then yeah, it is more low key.
It is.
isn't it?
Yeah, we're kind of building up and getting ready for the back to school bash at the end of the month.
Yeah,
And we're going to be collecting supplies for that.
that'll be cool.
All right. I've
Okay.
been talking a lot.
VBS. Well, I say you VBS. You're
been
tired.
a
Like
lot.
it's been 4 days in a row. You
Yeah,
got,
it's
like,
good stuff, but I've
yeah.
been talking a lot. Sorry, Ryan, whoever's editing
Yeah.
this. But yeah, we'll be kind of collecting supplies and getting ready for back to
Nice.
school bash.
It's gonna be
So,
amazing.
yeah.
That's gonna be amazing. That's always amazing.
Mhm.
It's gonna be super good.
Yeah. So, and then it'll be August.
I know.
And then you won't be in the office anymore.
I know. It's weird.
So I wanted, last week we talked about kind of what led
A
up
long
to
story
you.
goes long.
Well, yes, but it's what it is.
Yeah.
So you have this new. To me, it feels like a new assignment from the Lord, right?
Yeah.
It's a new assignment.
Sure.
You're still working in ministry and answering God's call, but it's a different assignment.
Different role. Yeah. For sure.
So what is that going to look like? Tell us a little bit about. I know that some of it you won't know till you get there because
Right.
that's just how it
For
is
sure.
with any job. But what are the plans? What are you going to be
Yeah.
doing when you get to Point University? What's your title?
Okay. Yeah.
And then-
it sounds a lot more glamorous than it actually probably is.
Yes.
So the title is the Dean of the College of Biblical Studies and Ministry.
Okay.
So I will be overseeing this entire department within the school, this college,
Mhm.
that again, teaches the Bible and teaches people how to do ministry. And so so I get to oversee that department. There's some amazing faculty members who they have their focus points of, okay, either biblical studies. We have some just incredible theologians that teach, okay, let's do deep dives on some of these books or some of these theological concepts. Really great. And then we have some other people who are more practitioners of, hey, they're scholars, but they're more focused on nuts and bolts, hands-on, like, okay, here's how to flesh out these things to do ministry well.
The things you're learning.
The things you're learning. Like, so let's figure out how to put those into practice. And so you have to have both. You have to have both rails of the train track, so to speak. And so my job is to kind of oversee that whole team, that whole department, to help point, and the vision of what we want to do is we want to
point.
Sorry. The point is we want Point University to become the premier ministry training center in the Southeast. Like, that's kind of the goal. Is so when people think about, I may want to go into ministry, Point University is the place to go. You want to go into ministry, man, they are going to train you so what you are going to learn scripture, you're going to learn theology at a deep level, but you're also going to have all these tools to hit the ground running in practice and to be able to just really be a dynamic leader for the church. And so that's kind of the goal is, and that takes a lot of training.
Sure.
You can't just be like, you're a good person, you go for it. Like you can't do that at any level for anything really, but especially in ministry, there's so much. One of my phrases that I use all the time in that environment is, we have to, the person before the platform, like, and so there's a lot of person work that has to be done, because it's just the reality of life and our sin nature. There's a lot of people with kind of spiritual malformation. A lot of people that are super gifted and talented, they have all these abilities, but their hearts aren't formed correctly. And so then you get these church scandals.
That's what I was about to ask. Do you think that is one of the root reasons?
1,000%. 1,000%. Because ministry is a dangerous profession. It just is. It's and there's danger in all kinds of places, spiritual danger, but in ministry more so. I think personally, after 29 years of doing it, I think it's more of a dangerous position. In part because Satan comes at you harder when you're a church leader, whether that's an elder prayer team leader, whether that's someone, a staff member. The spiritual battle is more intense because if you can take down the preacher, you can mess with the faith of hundreds, maybe thousands of people. Yeah. Like, and so it's just like, it's a numbers game in some respect. And so there's some of that. Some of it is, there's a glory, for lack of better term. When you stand up on a stage and you lead people in worship, and it's just phenomenal. And people walk out going, oh my gosh, I met the Lord in a special way because of your leadership, Ryan. Or you preach a sermon and they're like, oh my gosh, I decided to change my life because of your words. Like, what can happen to people over time if there's not that real deep core, like, heart work that's been done, you start to believe that. And you start to forget that, no, it's the Lord that changed that person's heart. I was just an instrument in his hands. It wasn't my skill and ability on guitar that did it. It was the Lord and the Holy Spirit that did it. I would just happen to be a part of helping in that process. Like, and you start to believe your own press, and people will tell you those things. And and so it becomes, it's real subtle, but it becomes real dangerous real fast. And then the ego comes in, and then all the, well, I deserve this thing.
Right.
I mean, and it's just, it's nasty. And Satan loves it. Loves it. And he, because again, we've all experienced that, some of those scandals of like, and we've heard about them, and we've experienced the church hurt, and church hurt is, it's deep, and it has long-term impact. And so, so there's a lot of that goes into it as well.
Well, it's a marathon. Ministry is not a sprint.
Correct.
And so
it's not a one Sunday thing.
Right. And so there's, fatigue and
all of that as well.
Just, that maybe people aren't prepared for.
Well, people are messy.
Yeah.
People are hard.
Sure.
Like, sheep bite sometimes, right? And people, I have a friend who used to say, ministry would be great if it wasn't for all the people. And it's like, but then he'd flip it around and he'd be like, if there's no people, then there's no ministry. And
Right.
so if you don't want to muck out the stables, then don't have any sheep, so like he had all these, he's a farmer. So he had all these farmer cliches,
sure.
right? But there's a lot of truth in that too, because people are hard.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the great privileges of ministry is that when you're in ministry leadership, whatever level it is, you get invited into the brokenness. Because they look at you and they say, hey, I need help. I trust you as my pastor. I trust you as my worship leader. I trust you in these ways. Please step into my brokenness and help me. And so you experience a lot of brokenness. Like in all those caring industries. Remember back during COVID, they talked about how the doctors and the nurses, these people on the front lines in these care positions.
Oh, yeah.
There's an exhaustion that comes from that being a caregiver. So much as a caregiver. Pastors and church leaders are caregivers as well. And so there's an exhaustion that comes from that most people just don't see.
Right.
And they shouldn't see that. And so a lot of what needs to happen, I think, at that college level and that preparation is preparing people for that too. Making sure spiritually they're solid, making sure theologically, emotionally, not just do we have the skills to play in the event, but are you ready to take on that spiritual leadership and the weight that comes with it?
And maintain it.
Yeah, long-term maintain it.
Right.
And stay healthy in the process. And not allow all of that insidious stuff to take root, because that, I remember talking to a friend and he was telling me about this just horrible experience they had at their church, and this scandal. His pastor had an affair with another staff person, and it was just, their church was growing like crazy. They just built this building. It was this amazing stuff, and he was just devastated and broken. He's like, I cannot believe that this guy would do this stuff. What a loser, what a jerk. I can't believe, but blah, he's just evil. And I'm like, dude, you got to remember that he didn't start there. He got into ministry 20 years ago, probably for the same reasons you did. He loved Jesus. He loved people. And it was slow, little movements over time. And the end result was, yes, evil. And he made horrible, horrible choices. But I highly doubt he got into ministry and said, you know what? In 20 years, here's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to wreck everybody. It's going to be great.
Right.
And that's what people don't realize. They don't see, and I don't know how to train people for that. I'm still, that's a little we got to figure some of that out. But in that preparation and that training of hey, it is a marathon.
Right.
And it's a long-term sanctification. It's the little choices you make along the way that you never thought you were going to make that 10 years from now lead to terrible things. Okay, let's talk about it and flesh that out beforehand and start putting in some of those processes and, making sure those hearts are right, at least to start, so we'll see. I don't know. So that's a lot of it. And there's so much that I don't even know yet.
Sure.
How am I going to do this? I don't know how to do some of that. It's crazy, but I'm excited too.
Yeah.
I think it's cool.
New challenge.
Yeah. New challenge. Well, and again, my hope is, I carry a lot of church hurt from being a kid, growing up, watching, my senior pastor was not a great human being. And so I've got a lot of baggage from some of that too. My best friend was a preacher's kid. And so I know how hard it is to overcome those church scars. And so my hope is that maybe I can help prevent some of that.
Yeah.
And, be a part of helping, at least on some level, create these church leaders who won't hurt so many people, or churches that won't hurt so much. I don't know, that may be pie in the sky.
Well, I think too, everybody, if you've been in church long enough, you experience hurt from not always the leadership. Sometimes it's just people in the church, because we have these high expectations, but like you said, people are people, they're messy and stuff happens. And so also to help these future pastors, ministry leaders know how to walk people through that so that they don't turn completely away from the church as well.
Because you hear that story all the time, right? I mean, a lot of us have lived that story of, that's why I didn't go to church for 20 years because of X, Y, and Z. And they're supposed to be whatever. Right. And knowing how to walk people through that, that's huge.
Yeah. Okay.
So
this helps us know how to pray for you, as you move forward.
Yeah.
Because people are so excited for you, and
it's been really cool. Like, I mean, I was talking to a guy just today at VBS, and he was like, "Man, I haven't had a chance to. I'm really excited for this next step. Really sad, but this is cool too." Like, and so it's been awesome. This church is amazing, and how they're like. Just even how they're navigating it. So super good.
Well, one thing Christian and I were talking about is we feel like it's not a losing, it's ascending.
Yeah. Oh, that's a great way to.
I mean, we are losing the day-to-day community with you guys, but we are able to,
send.
Pray for you.
Yes.
And help,
thank you.
Support you guys along the way, because it's kind of like a.
Well, and it's for me, it's like it's kingdom too. Like this is like when I think about this role of, helping to, build this program to be this premier ministry training center in the Southeast. Like, if that comes to fruition, because God wants that to really happen, like whatever, like the impact that has on the kingdom could be extraordinary. And so I'm excited to be a part of that too. And for Northwest, because Northwest is a huge part of that.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. We're 13 years of your experience, that you're the good, the bad, the ugly, everything that you're going to take with you.
Oh, I would never be
to train
equipped or even close to prepared. And I feel so unprepared if it wasn't for this church. If it wasn't for Northwest and the leadership and the staff and the people of Northwest, because they've poured into me too and allowed me to flesh out some of these things. And it's really cool because Northwest is a part of that kingdom expansion.
Right.
And that's cool.
Yeah.
Hard, but good.
Absolutely. Yeah. So we can know a little bit better how to pray for you guys. And the plan is that y'all are moving to Noonan, right?
Noonan, that's the plan.
Okay, so how far of a drive is that for you every day? If it ends up working out,
if it ends up working out, about an hour and 15 minutes.
Okay. It's not ideal, but Christian does it every day.
I say
a lot of people do it.
That's what I was telling Carrie. I was like,
it's not ideal.
Christian does that every day. There's a lot of people that do that every day.
There is.
Sometimes longer, like especially because From here, there's back roads. So like I've made the drive a couple times. So like when I come up on Sundays for however long I do that, I don't have to deal with 285, 85.
That's true.
Like I don't have to mess with any of that. So there are people who spend a lot longer in traffic.
That's true. Yeah, some days he spends longer in traffic.
Oh, yeah.
Just been in. But he will say, and I think this is cool because I don't have this opportunity as much as he does, but it's almost like it is, if you turn off the radio, if you turn off podcasts or whatever else that you have going on, it is a time that is built in for you to pray and then to also listen. He'll send me long texts sometimes after he gets to work of, here are the things I prayed about and here are the things that I feel like the Lord was speaking to me today, because there was space for that.
That's a great way to use that time. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because it is a lot of that is just hearing. It needs space. Well, to hear from the Lord, you have to have quiet. There ain't no quiet in the Rice house, because I got 4 kids. Like so you sit in a car by yourself. Yeah, if you turn the radio off, turn the podcast,
everything off,
there is space there.
There is,
and you can hear.
Yeah,
like that's So that's cool. Like I'm excited about.
Think about with that, but so a little bit of a commute, but
not terrible.
It's
doable.
Okay. All right. Anything else that you can think of that we haven't touched on today that I haven't thought to ask that we can pray about for you guys as you settle into this new position?
Pray for the kids.
Okay.
Like my kids, I think that's the thing I'm most concerned about. Like, because I'm I have this new job. I'll be excited about this, and we'll come back on the weekends. We'll be busy. We got all this sort of stuff. But for the day-to-day for the kids, it'll just be different. Like, they were talking about the other night of like, it kind of dawned on Caleb. He's like, I gotta find a different church.
Right.
Like at some point, like, wow, because he's born here.
Yeah.
And so he's never like, this is church. Like he's never I mean, he's visited other youth groups and stuff.
Sure.
But it's not like, okay, now I got to go find, okay, is this the fit? Like, and that's going to be weird.
Yeah.
And it's going to be weird because, like, here my kids are known in part because I tell stories about them. But like they're known. Well, that's the pastor's kid.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're not going to be pastor's kids.
That's right.
They're just going to be kids.
That's right.
And they've never
good and bad. It's got both. It's both.
But they've never done it.
Right.
So there's a lot of unknown, like, and there's always that fear in the unknown, right?
Sure.
Of like, well, what's that going to be like? We're just going to be normal.
Mm-hmm.
We've never been normal.
Right.
And to be fair,
what does that even mean?
They're not normal. None of my children are normal on any level.
Normal. Okay,
right.
That's what I tell my kids all the time because Natalie will say something about Davis being weird. I'm like, everybody's weird in some way, shape, or form.
That's
so
true.
just stop saying that. But anyway.
So just pray for that.
Yeah.
That'd be really a big deal.
Okay. We can do that. Okay. There was something else I was going to ask you, and it completely left my brain.
It's VBS tired. You're VBS tired. You are VBS tired.
VBS tired and hanging with the students. But it's been such a good week. And I hope you guys get to the sanctuary in time, the worship center, to see the slideshow because it has just been so good.
It's been really good.
Yeah. And then the next week's One Service Sunday.
I know. July 5th, one service.
Well, I know that the elders are coming, they're working on a plan because since I do communications, I know a little bit more about, here's kind of what we're thinking, what we're doing. So information will be coming soon.
Yes.
About what the next steps for Northwest.
Yes.
What's going to be asked, of people and what the time, some kind of type of timeline, all that's coming.
It's coming. Well, and right now I know because I've been talking with the elders, they're in this information gathering mode.
Right.
Like they want to hear from the congregation. They want to hear from individuals. They want to hear from staff. They're trying to, as part of the process, okay, we're going to individually sit down with every staff person, but they also want to do that with individuals in the congregation, with y'all, and say, okay, what is it that you are looking for in the next lead pastor?
Right.
Okay, Jay's been here 13 years. God's calling him to this new assignment. So what is it that you look at and you look for? Okay, we're looking for another shepherd. Okay, so what are we looking for? What are you looking for? Detail, it can be as granular and detailed as it can be big picture. It can be we want somebody who's a little more serious than Jay was, or somebody who's a little less serious than Jay was, or I mean, it can be stuff like that. It could be we're looking for some, they're looking for all the input, all the data,
right?
Because it's not just an elders sit in the room and make a decision to go like that guy.
Yeah.
And we've talked about that many times. This is the shepherd for the whole flock, and so the whole flock matters, and their opinions matter,
right?
And so they want to collect that. So they're going to be doing that.
Stay tuned for how to do that, because that's kind of what's coming.
Yeah. Well, and honestly, we have those shepherd groups. Everybody was put into a shepherding group, and so they have that shepherd elder.
Can I stop for there a second?
Yeah.
If it's on the app, your group is on the app. I say at some point it's on the app. At the bottom are all those little tabs. If you click on the My Groups tab, your shepherding group will be listed there. And if there's no shepherding group, there should be. But if for some reason, crazy reason, there's not,
it'd be crazy.
Come find me and let me know on Sunday mornings, because you know where I am on Sunday mornings. But that's where you find out what group you're in,
who your elder is.
And you can email them from there.
Yeah, and so you can preemptively take that step before the elder comes to you. Like, you go to them and say, hey, go to that groups thing in the app and say, oh, Douglas DeRosa is my elder.
Yeah, I the shepherding group.
Yep, I'm in that group. So I want to tell Douglas, here's all the things that I think we need to be doing, and here's all the things that I think we need.
Right.
So you can do that to all of the elders. That they would love that. Yeah. They want that data. They want that information, because again, this isn't. We're a family. Northwest is a family, and we pride ourselves on being a family church. And so we want that family input. And I know the elders want that.
Yeah.
And they are trying to get to everybody. They may not get to you, so why don't you take that step?
Sure.
Be proactive. That would be amazing. Yeah. They would be so happy.
Yeah, absolutely they would. So that's kind of, we've talked about what led up to this transition, and we've talked about, what you're going to be doing next. But coming up soon, we'll be talking about, okay, what does that look like then?
Well, and hopefully one of these lunch breaks in the next couple of weeks is going to be Dave Maness, the chairman of our elders, is going to be here instead of me. And then you'll be able to pick his brain about all the nuances of here's the process, and here's how this works. It's going to be great.
Yeah, I'm
excited. That's going to be really good.
It is.
So
it is. Okay, great. I'm going to leave
Go home
here. I am going to finish helping them clean up a little bit because I've been here to help make the mess. I need to be here to help clean it up.
What are they doing with the boxes?
It's not a mess, but you know what I mean.
Do you know what they're doing with the boxes?
I have no idea.
Because I know someone who's moving and could use some boxes.
I bet you do.
If in that cleanup process you're like, hey, maybe let's not throw those boxes away. Let's not recycle those.
Have you looked in the office basement? There are so many boxes down there, in the garage.
Yeah.
Just for things like this, for VBS. But if you need to use some, I'm sure.
Because I
won't be mad if you clean it out.
I have a couple of books that I have to box up.
You have a few,
just a few. I don't know where I'm going to put them all. I'm already stressing out, man. I'm stressing out over my books. How lame is that? I try to do digital. I can't do digital, although I do have about 150 digital books. And
I can't. No, I can't do digital either. And
I don't like it.
Christian has this whole shop of his stuff.
I am.
So he can't fuss at me about my books because I have a bunch of books too. But
they say coveting is wrong, but I covet his shop. I do. Every time I see it, it
is pretty great.
I want a shop.
It is pretty great.
Yeah, it is amazing.
So he can't fuss at me about my books because that's what I collect. So I get it. I hear you.
But he probably has more
yes. Whatever, yes. You say more, I'm like, yes, he does.
Well, but books, they're great. You can read them, but if you need something to fix a window, he's probably got it in his shop.
1,000%.
He probably has windows in his shop.
I'm pretty sure
he probably has if you need it, he's got it.
Pretty much.
Yeah, he's my guy. I know a guy. And Christian's who I call.
He's got it. It's akin to a junkyard, not exactly, but it's kind of akin to it in some ways because he's for real, because the job site, they'll get ready to throw some stuff away when they're...
Oh, why not?
Yeah, and he's like, oh, that's a really good piece of board.
Yeah.
A really good 2x4. I'm going to take it home with me.
That may be why God has not allowed me to have a shop, because it would be so full, because I'm that way. I'm like, I could use that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to throw that away.
He brought home these big, long metal tables, and they're fantastic, but what
are you going to do with those?
I don't know.
But they're really...
got them. So if we need them, if anybody needs them,
I might need a metal table. I don't know. Yeah.
So. But he just can't let the job site, the people throw stuff away that he knows can be useful. That's how his brain works. He's like, I know I could use that.
And he has kitchen floating shelves made out of repurposed lumber and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's awesome.
It is. So anyway, I don't know how we got on that. Oh, books. You'll be fine. You'll pack up your.
I said we'll get it. Right. Yeah.
You'll get it done. I believe in you.
All right, so we gotta go help clean up.
Yep.
We should wrap up.
Thanks for being here today.
Thanks
for watching Lunch Break, and we'll see you next week.